everybody, Coach Brew here. I'm bringing you another morning drive video. It's a beautiful Thursday in southern Maine, and I wanted to bring this to you because it's a concept I think is pretty important. Concept I think is pretty important in all of our businesses that certain companies track, certain individuals and entrepreneurs and leaders track, and others don't. And that's frequency and duration. Actually, yes, I know that's two concepts. I said one. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments. So I'm being proactive and I'm correcting myself. Anyway, frequency and duration. And the reason I bring this up is because I got an email this morning from Spotify, the music and podcast streaming service. It is a subscription-based business, a continuity program, if you will, that I purchased the family premium plan because my kids love to listen to tons and tons and tons of music. And when I say tons, I mean like it is an insane amount of music that they are tuned into. Unhealthy almost as I look at their cell phone usage. Anyway, I share that as information for all the parents out there. So frequency and duration. Back to that. They let me know who the most popular artists were on my Spotify stream, my downloads, and then also just the songs too. And I thought that's interesting. Like, number one, why would I care about that? I wouldn't. I like what I like. I listen to what I listen to. But I think more importantly, like, the artists would care about it. The record labels, the streaming company itself would care about it. And they put a little share button on this kind of look back at 2019 video they sent me on my usage. And you could share with Twitter, Facebook, whatever social media channels they had up there. You could share and then tag the artist. So my number one and my number three most listened to and downloaded songs were by my friend Stephanie Quayle, who is an amazing country music singer-songwriter. If you're not familiar with her work, you need to go ahead and purchase some of her music. StephanieQuayle.com. Anyway, the song "If I Was a Cowboy" is the number one song. Number three on my 2019 list was "Ugly," which is like a women's empowerment anthem. Awesome song. Subconscious programming. I play that song every time both or one of my daughters is in the car and we're commuting somewhere. I always have that on. Anyway, frequency and duration. It shows you how many minutes that you are on Spotify, how frequently you listen to a particular artist, a particular track. And I got to thinking, number one, that's important information, especially for the artist, about their customers. So I wanted to make sure I shared that. And number two, are you doing an audit of your business, like Spotify is doing of their customer usage? You have customers who purchase your product or service. Do you even know if they're using it? Do you have a tracking mechanism in place? If not, you need one. And that might be as simple as a mail out, sending them a card, checking in via email, calling them, inviting them to an event at your facility so you can ask them in person, hey, how's it going? Let's say you sell, any disposable good or some sort of product that necessitates reorders. And you have a customer who maybe hasn't reordered with the frequency that you would expect them to. If you have an in-store or an in-office event, customer appreciation party, whatever you want to call it, you have an opportunity to invite them, reach out to them, find out if they can make it while you have them on the phone, ask them how it's going with the product. ask them in person when they come to your facility. So anyway, I share that with you as feedback. I think we all need to know more about customer usage, metrics, all kinds of metrics in our businesses. So that would be frequency and duration. But more importantly, if you have what I like to call a super fan, someone who is probably maxing out the frequency and the duration end of things with your company, how are you celebrating them? Number one, what can you do for them? How are you celebrating them, shining a spotlight on them? Do you have a customer hall of fame? I've created a hall of fame for the most successful members of my membership community. Yesterday's Underdog. Shout out to charter members John Rennie and Tyler Brandt. So how are you celebrating those super fans, those people who are really getting a lot of value out of what you have to offer? And number two, also, are you asking them for introductions and referrals to people just like them who could benefit from what you have to offer? Well, I'm pausing. This is a dramatic pause to let that sink in for you. Are you doing that? If not, why not? I think more often than not asking boils down to a kind of a courage and confidence issue. Do you have enough courage to just ask them? And it should be an easy ask because they already love you. Think about that. Like, they already love you. And they're already massively consuming what you have to offer. So you should have the courage and the confidence to reach out to them, especially if what you have to offer solves a problem. You almost have a moral obligation to try and help as many people as you can. I think you do have a moral obligation to help as many people as you can. So why not make the easy ask? It really is an easy ask for an introduction. Because it sure beats cold calling, doesn't it? It sure beats knocking on doors. It sure beats running ads. And imagine where your business would be if real conservatively, 1 out of 10 of the referrals you requested or introductions you asked for came to fruition, became customers. It's still a healthy boost to your business, to your bottom line. And if you have a super fan, they are happy to advocate for you. So it's not an inconvenience. They are happy to do so. So it's really a win-win for everybody. I'm going to wrap this up right here. I'm about to pull into my office. Again, frequency and duration. We treasure what we measure. Are you measuring customer usage like Spotify is? Are you shining a spotlight on your super fans? And lastly, are you asking them to introduce you to more people just like them that you might be able to help or might be able to benefit from or enjoy your product or service? Coach Brew signing off. I am here at Brew Vegas, about to pull into my fabulous parking space. Have a great day.